90 Sierra, London Control, expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center.
Expect Lamso 2 Alpha, runway 36 center, KLM 90 Sierra.
London Control, Wizz Air 8014, flight level 370.
Wizz Air 8014, London Control, radar contact.
London Control, KLM 1057, flight level 320.
UPS 23 for heavy, London Control, expect Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er.
Expect Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er, UPS 23 for heavy.
KLM 1057, London Control, identified. Wizz Air 8014, contact Brussels Control 125.0.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0, Wizz Air 8014.
UPS 23 for heavy, Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er. Report ready for descent.
Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er, ready for descent. UPS 23 for heavy.
UPS 23 for heavy, descent to flight level 220.
Descent to flight level 220, UPS 23 for heavy.
Griffin for 5 November, descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019er, Griffin for 5 November.
London Control, Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot, good evening, flight level 320. Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot, London Control, identified. Blue Max 83 Zulu November, descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, Blue Max 83 Zulu November.
Easy 85 Juliet Victor, descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019er, Easy 85 Juliet Victor.
Griffin 2817, descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019er.
Descent to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019, Griffin 2817.
Shamrock 56 Victor, contact London Control 118.775.
climb to flight level 360, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango.
East flight for 64, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, east flight for 64.
Easy 2 for Bravo Kilo, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, easy 2 for Bravo Kilo.
East flight for 64, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, east flight for 64.
London Control, Ryanair for 59, flight level 374. KLM 31 Foxtrot, London Control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 32, KLM 31 Foxtrot.
Ryanair 606 Tango, contact Luton approach 132.05. Contact Luton approach 132.05, Ryanair 606 Tango. Ryanair 459, London Control, good evening, radar contact, continue climb to flight level 380. Continue climb to flight level 380, Ryanair 459. Wizz Air 54 Kilo Mike, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Wizz Air 54 Kilo Mike, have a good evening.
Ryanair 13 Hotel Zulu, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Ryanair 13 Hotel Zulu.
Griffin for 5 November, contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Griffin for 5 November.
Ryanair 13 Hotel Zulu, contact London Control 118.775.
Centon 118.775, Ryanair 13 Hotel Zulu. Have a good evening.
KLM 31 Foxtrot, you were assigned flight level 320. I show you at flight level 304. Climb to flight level 320.
Roger, climb to flight level 320, KLM 31 Foxtrot.
Easy 85 Juliet Victor, contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Easy 85 Juliet Victor.
Lufthansa 964, you were assigned flight level 360. I show you at flight level 344. Climb to flight level 360.
Roger, climb to flight level 360, Lufthansa 964.
Griffin 2817, contact Gatwick approach 129.025.
Contact Gatwick approach 129.025, Griffin 2817.
KLM 1057, London Control, expect Avid 1 Alpha with the Explore transition, runway 09.
Expect Epsilon Alpha with Exmore position, runway 09, KLM 1057.
Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot Foxtrot, London Control, expect Leicester 1 Mike, runway 05 left.
Runway 05 left. Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Ryanair for 59, Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er. Report ready for descent. Hamel 1 Echo, runway 09er, ready for descent. Ryanair for 59. Ryanair for 59, descend to flight level 220. Descend to flight level 220, Ryanair for 59.
London Control, Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot, descending via Delta 1 November, flight level 223.
Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot, London Control, identified. Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot. London Control, Speedbird 39 Papa, descending via Elisa 1 Hotel, flight level 142.
Speedbird 39 Pupper, London Control, radar contact. Speedbird 39 Pupper, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Speedbird 39 Papa.
Control, airline 79 Bravo, London Control, identified.
London Control, Speedbird 18 Hotel, flight level 380.
Speedbird 18 Hotel, London Control, radar contact. Speedbird 18 Hotel, contact London Control 118.775. Contact London Control 118.775, Speedbird 18 Hotel.
London Control, Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet, descending via Tulsa 1 Alpha, flight level 155.
Speedbird 39 Pupper, contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 908.
Contact Heathrow approach 13 for decimal 98, Speedbird 39 Papa.
Easy 67 Tango Kilo, London Control, expect Lipso 1 Mike, runway 05 left.
Expect Lipso 1 Mike, runway 05 left, Easy 67 Tango Kilo.
Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet, London Control, identified. KLM 31 Foxtrot, turn right, heading 290, climb to flight level 320.
Turn right, heading 290, climb to flight level 320, KLM 31 Foxtrot.
KLM 31 Foxtrot, turn right, heading 290.
Turn right, heading 290, KLM 31 Foxtrot.
KLM 31 Foxtrot, contact leads approach 13 for decimal 58.
Contact leads approach 13 for a decimal 58, KLM 31 Foxtrot.
Easy 82 Juliet Pupper, contact London Control 118.775.
Center on 118.775, Easy 82 Juliet Papa.
KLM 1057, Advent 1 Alpha with the Explore transition,
Bravo Kilo.
KLM 1057, contact Bristol approach 136.08.
Contact Bristol approach 136.08, KLM 1057.
UPS 233 Heavy, contact Brussels control 125.0.
Contact Brussels Control 125.0, UPS 233 Heavy.
Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot, Leicester 1 Mike, runway 05 left. Report ready for descent.
Leicester 1 Mike, runway 05 left, ready for descent. Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot, descent to flight level 200.
Descent to flight level 200, Lufthansa 8 Foxtrot.
KLM 965, contact Newcastle Director approach 125.83.
Contact Newcastle Director approach 125.83, KLM 965.
Blue Max 83 Zulu November, contact Stansted approach 136.2.
Contact Stansted approach 136.2, Blue Max 83 Zulu November.
Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet, descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Descent to 6,000 feet, QNH 1020, Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet.
Galastair 8573 Heavy, contact London Control 118.775.
Center on 118.775, Galastair 8573 Heavy.
Easy 67 Tango Kilo, Lipsa 1 Mike, runway 05 left. Report ready for descent.
Lipsa 1 Mike, runway 05 left, ready for descent, Easy 67 Tango Kilo.
Easy 67 Tango Kilo, descent to flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, Easy 67 Tango Kilo.
World Express 002 Heavy, contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Center on 119.175, World Express 002 Heavy.
Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet, contact Stansted approach 136.2.
Contact Stansted approach 136.2, Ryanair 13 Charlie Juliet.
Ryanair 6 for Tango Juliet, contact Paris Control 126.75. Contact Paris Control 126.75, Ryanair 6 for Tango Juliet.
Good evening, London Control, Lufthansa 4 Alpha Charlie, descending via Logan 2 Hotel, flight level 196.
Lufthansa for Alpha Charlie, London Control, radar contact. Lufthansa for Alpha Charlie, descent to flight level 160.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. I was wondering if you'd like anything to eat. Anything from the menu or maybe a snack.
Lufthansa 4 Alpha Charlie.
Yes, I'll have a snack, please.
Of course. I'll go and get it for you now. Just give me a few minutes.
KLM 25 Quebec, contact London Control 118.775. Have a good evening.
Contact London Control 118.775, KLM 25 Quebec.
KLM 90 Sierra, descent to flight level 070.
Descent to 070, KLM 90 Sierra.
Channix 999, London Control. Expect radar vectors. ILS runway 05.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 05, Channix 999.
UPS 23 for heavy. Descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, UPS 23 for heavy.
Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot. Descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, Easy 15 Quebec Foxtrot.
KLM 90 Sierra. Contact Amsterdam radar 119.175.
Hello. Hi, Captain. Your route is ready for you. I've put it in galley so you can grab it whenever you're available.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. No problem.
London Control, Easy 93 Whiskey Quebec. Good evening. Flight level 340.
Channix 999, ready for descent.
Channix 999, Durham Tees Valley Airport landing runway 05.
Durham Tees Valley Airport, landing runway 05, Channix 999.
Channix 999, descend to flight level 280.
Descend to flight level 280, Channix 999.
Lufthansa for Alpha Charlie, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Lufthansa for Alpha Charlie.
Easy 93 Whiskey Quebec, London Control, radar contact. Lufthansa 7 Pupper Hotel, contact London Control 118.775, bye-bye.
Center on 118.775, Lufthansa 7 Papa Hotel. Have a good evening.
London Control, Easy 8128, descending via Neville 1 Golf, flight level 164. Easy 8128, London Control, identified. Channix 999, contact London Control 118.775.
Contact London Control 118.775, Channix 999.
Good evening once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent.
London Control,
We should be arriving in
Channix
around 20
999,
minutes
flight
depending on
level
local air
349.
traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign can be illuminated and you need to
London
stay
Control,
seated until after
radar
landing.
contact.
On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now as they will be closed during the approach.
Shamrock 56 Victor.
You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good evening once again, and I'll speak to you in a
Ready
short
for
while.
descent.
Tree Romeo, runway 10 left, ready for descent. Shamrock 56 Victor.
Shamrock 56 Victor, descend to flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240, Shamrock 56 Victor.
KLM 25 Quebec, London Control, expect Baxo Tree Romeo, runway 10 left.
Expect Baxo 3 Romeo, runway 10 left, KLM 25 Quebec.
Ryanair 108, contact London Control 118.475, have a good evening.
Center on 118.475, Ryanair 108. Have a good evening.
Lufthansa 7 Papa Hotel. You were assigned flight level 360. I show you at flight level 349. Climb to flight level 360.
Roger. Climb to flight level 360. Lufthansa 7 Papa Hotel.
Easy 83 Tango Alpha. Contact London Control 118 decimal for 75.
Center on 118 decimal for 75. Easy 83 Tango Alpha. Have a good evening.
Ryanair for Romeo Romeo, Vatry Tree Romeo, runway 10 left. Report ready for descent. Vatry Tree Romeo, runway 10 left, ready for descent. Ryanair for Romeo Romeo. Ryanair for Romeo Romeo, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1024. Descend to 7,000 feet, Ryanair for Romeo Romeo. Easy 624 Echo, contact Aldergrove approach 133.125.
Contact Aldergrove approach 133.125. Easy 624 Echo.
Easy 959 Quebec, Info 1 Echo, runway 06. Report ready for descent. Info 1 Echo, runway 06, ready for descent. Easy 959 Quebec. Easy 959 Quebec, descend to flight level 260. Descend to flight level 260, Easy 959 Quebec. Logan 8 Golf Pupper, London Control, expect radar vectors, runway 03. Expect radar vectors, runway 03, Logan 8 Golf Pupper. Lufthansa 7 Pupper Hotel, London Control, expect Vatry Tree Romeo, runway 10 left. Expect Vatry Tree Romeo, runway 10 left, Lufthansa 7 Papa Hotel. Easy 275 Mike, contact Scottish Control 119.875, have a good evening. Center on 119.875, Easy 275 Mike. Easy 369 Romeo, Apple 1 Golf, runway 05. Report ready for descent.
Apple 1 Golf, runway 05, ready for descent. Easy 369 Romeo.
Easy 369 Romeo, descend to flight level 260.
Descend to flight level 260, Easy 369 Romeo.
Chanix 999, request altitude change.
KLM 25 Quebec, Bixo Tree Romeo, runway 10 left. Report ready for descent.
Bixo Tree Romeo, runway 10 left, ready for descent. KLM 25 Quebec.
KLM 25 Quebec, descend to flight level 180.
Descent to flight level 180, KLM 25 Quebec.
Chanix 999, roger, say new altitude.
Request flight level 210, Chanix 999.
Chanix 999, unable flight level 210 at this time. Easy 76 Echo Golf, London Control, expect Listo 1 November, runway 07. Expect Listo 1 November, runway 07, Easy 76 Echo Golf. Chanix 999, descend to flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240, Chanix 999.
Control, Lumax 58 Quebec Lima, descending via Tilly 19, flight level 189er.
Speedbird 18 Hotel, London Control, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 34. Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 34, Speedbird 18 Hotel. Blue Max 58 Quebec Lima, London Control, identified.
London Control, Ryanair for Quebec Delta, flight level 290.
Ryanair for Quebec Delta, London Control, identified.
London Control, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango, flight level 283.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango, London Control, identified. Continue climb to flight level 360.
Continue climb to flight level 360, Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango.
Logan 8 Golf Pupper, contact Ronald's Way approach 135.905. Contact Ronald's Way approach 135.905, Logan 8 Golf Pupper. Channix 999, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Channix 999.
Easy 38 Echo Quebec, contact London Control 118.475. Have a good evening.
Center on 118.475, Easy 38 Echo Quebec. London Control, Easy 68 Delta Foxtrot, flight level 380.
Channix 999, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Channix 999.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango, London Control, expect Act 1 Golf, runway 05.
Expect Act 1
Cabin
Golf,
crew,
runway
please
05,
prepare the cabin for arrival.
Lufthansa 2 Foxtrot Tango.
Go 8 Echo Echo, London Control, expect Listo 1 November, runway 07.
Expect Listo 1
Ladies and
November,
gentlemen,
runway 07.
we are about to land.
Go 8 Echo Echo.
Clear all items from the aisle and under your seats, and place your seats and trays in the upright position.
Easy 68 Delta
Fasten your
Foxtrot,
seatbelts and
London
remember to
Control,
turn off all
radar
electronic
contact.
devices until after landing. Thank you.
Shamrock 67 X-ray, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Shamrock 67 X-ray.
Easy 959 Quebec, descend to flight level 200. Descend to flight level 200, Easy 959 Quebec. Channix 999, contact T-side approach 128.855.
Contact T-side approach 128.855, Channix 999. T-side, Channix 999, good evening. Flight level 210, we have Kilo.
Channix 999 T-side approach, good evening. QNH1024, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05.
QNH102 for expect radar vectors for ILS runway 05, Channix 999.
Channix 999, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Channix 999.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everything is secured, ready for landing.
You can take your seats now. We're almost ready.
No problem. All stations, seats for landing, please. Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime flight, for safety purposes, I have left the cabin lights ready for our arrival. Please don't worry, this is a completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've arrived on the ground. Thank you.
Channel 999, turn right, heading 020, vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 020, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1024.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH1024, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,100 feet.
Descend to 4,100 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,100 feet.
Descend to 4,100 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,100 feet.
Descend to 4,100 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,100 feet.
Descend to 4,100 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, descend to 4,100 feet.
Descend to 4,100 feet, Channel 999.
Channel 999, 12 miles from CI-05, turn left, heading 005, maintain 1,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05.
Turn left, heading 005, 1,700 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 05, Channel 999.
999. Contact T-side tower 119.805.
Over to tower 119.805, Channix 999. T-side tower, Channix 999, ILS runway 05.
Channix 999, T-side tower, wind 340 at 8, runway 05 clear to land.
Runway 05 cleared to land, Channix 999.
$2,500.
Channix 999, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Channix 999.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. The local time is 11:56 p.m. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. If you require deplaning assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have deplaned. One of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. Please remain seated until the aircraft reaches the gate and we'll get you offloaded as soon as possible. Thanks very much.
Cabin crew, doors to manual please.
Chanix 999, request taxi to company gate.
Chanix 999, gate 1 left taxi via Bravo, Delta.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns
Gate
off
1
the
left via
seatbelt
Bravo,
sign.
Delta,
Once that
Chanix
happens, we will start
999.
deboarding and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.